Transcendent Keys to Power by Daniel Updike, narrated by Daniel Updike. Part 1. Deprogramming Yourself. Introduction. There have been many books written on occult subjects over these years, be they practical guides, grimoires, or general interest works. I have not found very much written for the public that goes into what actually makes a sorcerer, magician, or witch. I know in my own experience as a fledgling sorcerer, looking in vain for sources that would teach about the prerequisites of magic, though there were quite a few as time went on, discussing operational magic. Then and now I find it quite ironic that such teaching was and is so scarce, since operational magic and occultism is continually gaining popularity. This, in a nutshell, is what has given rise to the book you have in your possession at the moment. I decided that it was about time that a book that talks about prerequisite training, which is necessary for consistent success in operational magic, be written. I am certainly not the fount of all wisdom, but for the good of those seriously pursuing the path of the sorcerer, I am willing to share, with 30 years of experience in both success and failure, to bring. This is not a work of academia, where I go into the endless renditions of other magicians in occult practice. It is the author's conviction that if you are truly motivated for effectiveness in magic, that the reader will already be seeking or already possess at least some of the written works of occult practitioners within that realm of endeavor. This book is written in a more conversational way, where I believe the most effective presentation of the transcendent keys of power can be expressed with the least amount of confusion. Dealing with such esoteric principles, confusion is the biggest danger to the reader, as many of the principles talked about, if not all, must be experienced to be grasped. Words inevitably fail. I am going to start out with the most persistent challenge to magical success, which is the indoctrinated inner beliefs we all have been programmed with that are not only a hindrance to successful magic, but stops the spiritual evolution of the magician or sorcerer dead cold. Next, I will address the biggest points of development the magician or sorcerer needs to work on in order to take operational magic and succeed with it in more than a hit-and-miss manner. I will be including exercises that can be a help in developing these potentials, as well as some online sources that you can view which will augment your practices. In the last part of the book, or in Volume 2, as time permits, the purpose behind magic itself will be discussed. The false dichotomy of what in our day is called the right-hand path and the left-hand path will be addressed. The meaning of both enlightenment and what was commonly referred to as either ascension or apotheosis will also be examined. This book is meant to be a challenge to commonly accepted views, and you may well find yourself re-examining your worldview as you dive deeper into this text. Do your best to have an open mind and examine yourself for truth as you go through this book. May you find the undiscovered country in the wild darkness of the infinite. Part 1. Deprogramming Yourself. Chapter 1. Accepting What Is. The first thing we need to seriously consider is the truth of where one is in the quest for numinous knowledge. We are quite adept at self-deception, even in our day-to-day lives, and this quality is a tremendous hindrance in any magical occult path, as it prevents us from experiencing real growth. The problem of self-deception is entirely the result of our own original thought processes. A great source of the very foundation of self-deception is the influence and programming that has come from indoctrination which we have all received through the environment we have been born into.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?